up, YouTube? This is your host, King Gio. Yes, I'm driving, so don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to be focusing on you. I'm on a straight road. I'm hustling, going to do some Uber Eats because King Gio. I've gotten some job offers, but that hasn't been something that I want. Today, I'm going to speak to a job, somebody for manager, so let's see how that goes. So we'll see. It's a pretty cool job. That's what I've been doing all my life anyway. But anyways, before I go any further, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed to my channel. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. We gotta get the subscribers up, guys. Come on. So this video is I am going to go do some work. I wanted to talk to you about get a life. And when I say get a life is that I be having people text me, hey, yo, Gio, did you see the Democrats did this? Oh, Gio, did you see the Democrats did that? Oh, Gio this, or Gio that. Yo, Gio has a life. You know, and so for you who don't know about me, I do like politics. I really do. It's something that I studied. And when I was in Puerto Rico, I was going to run for mayor of my town. But I came to the States. When I moved here to North Carolina, I was thinking about running for some sort of office. But I'm still undecided. The elections for whatever is running in my county, it's already over with. People start voting. I think it's November the 3rd. So it's too late for me to run for anything. But I do enjoy it. What I don't enjoy is the politician. You know, you have to remember one thing though. We the people vote for these individuals so they can represent us. In reality, that when they do get to Washington, the majority of them forget the us and they go to them. It goes to their party, it goes to their benefit, their pockets, and that's the honest to God truth. To be honest with you, I mean, we all want to blame the president of the United States. Whoever is president, it doesn't matter whether it's a Republican or a Democrat. Whoever is president, people want to blame that president, right, for whatever is happening in the country. But what people fail to understand is that the president is only limited to certain things. Those in Congress, senators, congressmen, House of Representatives, those are the ones that run the country. You guys keep forgetting that, or you choose not. You guys keep thinking that the gas prices is high because of the president. No, the gas prices are not high because of any president. The president of the United States have nothing to do with that. Any president of any country has nothing to do with that. Okay, the reason you're seeing surges in gas prices now is because of supply and demand. There are more people out there driving. People are, you know, we're open now. It's like last year when we had to close down the country, gas prices went down because no one was driving. So if no one was driving, apparently, obviously, gas prices is going to go down. There's no one in the streets. There's no need to have these prices up. There's no need. So the supply and demand was less then as to compare to the supply and demand that is now. That's why you see gas prices up. So the president is only limited to certain things. It's congressmen. It's Congress that decides what goes on in this country. Remember that. They're the one that do the laws. They're the one that write the laws. And at the end of the day, if the president sides with them and they decide the House passes it and the Senate passes it, and the president can choose to sign it or veto it. And even if the president vetoes it, Congress has the right to make it into law anyway. So the power of the president of the United States is limited. So before you go bashing any president from any party, think of the congressmen first, because they're the ones who decide your fate, at least politically wise. Okay. Same thing goes by, like you see the Schumers of the world, the Pelosi's of the world, all these old people that are in Congress. There should be a limit to the age. There should be the same way as an age limit For you to become president of the United States, you have to be, I think it's 32 or 35. You have to be, to be president of the United States, you have to be born in the United States. You have to be a citizen. You have to be born here in the United States of America. You know, those are things that you put in place. Same thing, you should do the same thing with Congress, the House of Representatives, and to be a senator and stuff like that. There should be an age limit. There's no reason why Schumer should still be a senator. There's no reason why 80-year-old Pelosi should be in Senate. There's no reason why that woman who's worth $20 million should be in Senate. Lindsey Graham is another old fart. Okay? The Republican from Kentucky. What's his name? The minority leader for the House. I forgot his name. But he shouldn't be there. All these old people who are in the 80s, 70s, they shouldn't be in Congress because they don't know what the people want. They don't know what they don't know what the people needs. And it's the honest to God truth. Here you have. That's what when people ask me, am I Republican or Democrat? I said I'm neither because I used to be a Republican and I don't vote because my views as a Republican it's totally different. It's totally different. I could be Republican or I could be a Democrat because my views goes both ways. I don't lean to one side. I give you an example. All right, in Texas, look at this idiot. This idiot's gonna cut me off. Not even cut me off. You're gonna. Okay. So think about it this way. In Texas, they put the heartbeat law. All right. Here you go. These people that are in the right wing. These religious people, these conservative Christians, they don't want women to have an abortion, right? They want a woman to, no matter what happens, even if she got raped, even if she was an incest, it doesn't matter. They want her to have a baby because it's immoral to have an abortion, right? It's immoral. But they'll fight for your rights. They'll fight for your rights to have that baby. But when it comes for you to go on welfare, when it comes for you to go to child care, because this woman doesn't have the means to get a job because she has no car, she has no education, she has no means to get health insurance because she has no job to get health insurance. So when she goes on public assistance, when she goes to apply for all these things, then now the Republican goes, oh no, don't do that. You gotta work for yours. Yeah, I gotta work for mine, but I can't work because I have a baby. Oh, that's not my problem. No one told you to open up your legs. But here you go. You approach this thing vehemently that you want to have that you want this woman to have a child, no matter what. Not knowing the repercussions that can come behind it. Because you say the Bible says there is no abortion. The Bible never says anything about abortion. Jesus doesn't even talk anything about abortion. All right? All it says in the Old Testament, in the Ten Commandments, is thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill what? That means that you don't go around killing people. That's what that means. It has nothing to do with abortion. It has nothing to do with that. But the Catholic Church gets into it, and then you get Protestants, and you get, you should mix religion with politics. But that's the way it is. And then when they get up there to the helm, they forget that they're for the people. They're not for the people. They're for themselves. Why do you think this country is run by pharma? The pharmaceutical companies run this country. The NRA runs this country. White supremacy runs this country. I'm not saying that every white person is a white supremacist, no. But that's the way it is. Okay? There's no reason in this country why people can't have medicine because they have no insurance. Hello? People cry, oh, universal health care will bring us down to the brink of people. There are other countries who are doing universal health care and it's going great. Why? Because they have what you call a VAT tax. All right? And the VAT tax, yes, these countries do get paid a little bit. I mean, they do pay a little bit more in taxes. Yes, they do. But look what they get. So if you want quality stuff, you have to pay for quality stuff. I don't mind paying a portion of healthcare, if I paying a portion of my salary, if I know that I'm going to get good service. So I don't care. I really don't. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is also this child care act, right? You know that people are getting now they're getting their tax, I mean, the child's credit, which is $300 or $250, whatever the case may be, for your children 17 and younger. Okay, Senator Manchin from West Virginia wants the people to work for that money. And I agree. I don't like Manchin. I don't like him at all. I think he's a pest to the Democratic Party, just the same way there are a lot of people in the Republican Party that are pests. There's a lot of people in the Democrat Party that are a pest to their party, to a pest to their constituents, right? So you have to, in this country, like in any other country, you have to work, people. People are mistaking. Look, have you seen the series Made? And that's a good series to watch, because that teaches you that this girl who was verbally abused by her husband, went on, or her boyfriend, went on welfare, got a job as a maid, went on welfare, and made it out of the system. That's what the system is for. It's to help those who cannot help themselves. So you go into welfare. Fine, you go to welfare, you got your food stamps, you got your Medicaid card. Okay, now work towards that. If you have no high school diploma, get a GED. If you have no education, go get yourself a vocation, a trade school. Do that. But do something. Don't stay on welfare. Don't stay on Section 8. Don't do that, because that, you have to feel proud of yourself. Don't be dependent on the government. That doesn't look good for you. It doesn't look good for anyone. You want to feel proud of who you are. I don't care if you work at McDonald's, Burger King's, in the zoo picking up horse shit or monkey shit. I don't care. A job's a job. But feel proud of you. And that shouldn't be in this country. That's everywhere. It's not good to have a handout. Help, yes. But most people, they stay stagnant. It's like you want to talk about Republicans, but if you look statistically, most of the states are poor. How can in a country like we live, how can this great country that we have, Mississippi is it is the poorest state of the union. Why? And it's run by Republicans. And it's been run by Republicans for the past 20 some odd years. It's one of the most racist states there is. Why? Because they're getting all the money in the pocket. Because they don't care about you. As long as you get welfare, as long as they can keep you down, statistically wise, and I'm not talking about any party, as long as they can keep you down and you can get that government check, for them it's good, because they can say, you know what, I got this population that has so many people that are on government assistance. I need to get them out. I need you to give me more money. And that's what it is. We are a money thing to them. So when you have Big Pharma say, you know what, this pill is going to cost you $500. Well, in other countries it costs $20 or $5. Go look it up. Go look up how much does your medicine cost here as you compare in other countries. You're going to see a big difference. And so why is that? Because Big Pharma has lobbyists that goes to the White House. I mean, they go to Congress and say, listen, I need you to pass this bill, or I need you to hold off on this bill. I need you to do this. And in return, I'll campaign you. I'll put money into your campaign. I'll funnel money. I'll do black money. All that. You don't see it because it's not reported. Like last year on the 2020 election, there was a person who ran anonymously in the Republican Party. That person doesn't even exist, people. That person doesn't even exist. But someone with black money put this person as a candidate. This person actually won and never even been to a debate, never did anything, never showed themselves to any public forum, but they won. And then what is that? Because that's to sway voters from one party, so they say, maybe you're a person who's in between, that you don't know what to vote, or you don't know what to vote, left or right. So they swing you, and boom, you fall for that. And you've never seen that person before. You don't know their agenda. You don't know what that person's for, because that person doesn't even exist. And people are like that. People will vote because they're Republicans. People will vote because they're Democrat. Doesn't matter who is in the ballot, because that's their party. And I don't vote that way. That's why I never gone into politics because my views are different. If I decide to run for anything, I'm gonna do it for the people, not for the party. I can give two shits about the party. I'm doing it for the people. Because the party's not gonna do a damn thing for me, you know. And that's the way you guys should think about it. These people don't give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about you every 4 years, every 2 years. They want to knock on your door, start sending you emails. Hey, will you want to give to this campaign? That's what they like to do. That's all they like to do. You know? But people, when you send me text messages saying, King Gio, you know, don't you watch the news? I do. Don't you pay attention? This is what the Democrats want and blah, 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 blah. Yo, I got a life, bro. All right? I got better things to do than to sit down and watch Manchin and watch Lindsey Graham and watch all these people talk crap. I have a family. I'm doing Uber now, whatever it can be. I got things to do. Do you see any of these fuckers call me saying, yo, Gio, you all right? You got milk? You got eggs? Did you pay your mortgage? We got you. No. You don't see them do that, right? That's my job, not their job. They're doing a shitty job in Congress anyways. You know? So, I do, you know, we have to focus on the important things of life. That's the important thing. You have to focus on that. And help one another out. It doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter what political party you're affiliated, we gotta help one another out. That's all it is. We gotta help each other out. That's how we make this country, or any country, better. You know? This country is the best. But the people, politics, just messes it all up. It really does. Other countries, what happened in January 6th, other countries looked at us and laughed. And they said, look what they did. So if they can do that, we can do that too. People get so caught up in politics, and that's all they live by. They wake up, they want to see what the Republican Party said. They want to wake up, they want to see what the Democrat Party says. They wake up, they want to see what this said. Get a life, bro. There's a life out there for you to enjoy. You remember, just imagine, you die, and all you remember is, I follow politics. That is boring. That is truly boring. People marching, we should get the president now. That is boring. Get a life, people. That's what you should do. Get a freaking life. It's embarrassing when I see people protest over some stupid stuff. He's not the president of the United States of America. He's not this and that. The presidency was the presidency. The election was stolen. People, get a life. These are old people that got nothing else to do. The election is over. Respect what happened and move on. Right? And mind you, take this into consideration. Ever since I was a kid, everything that every president has gone for has been talked about. You can look at it, you can look at the reels, and you will see it's immigration, healthcare, jobs, and the military. Those are the 4 forums that each president of the United States has always campaigned on. And none of them, especially immigration, has never been dealt with. Why do you think that there's not been immigration reform? Because it gives them something to talk about every 4 years. We're going to build the wall. Mexico's going to pay for it. You got to be pretty stupid to think that a country's going to pay for something you're going to make. And people fell for it. Because immigration is a hot topic. Mind you, we're all immigrants in this country. We may have been born here, but our great-grandparents, they weren't born here. They came from another country to this country. And that's the fact. So, every 4 years, immigration, and that touches a lot of people's veins. Get out of my country. This is my country, get the fuck out. People, before 1776, before George Washington, before any of them, Mexicans were in this country. Native Americans were in this country. All Texas was Mexico. All New Mexico was New Mexico. All California, shit, was Mexico. Until the Spanish War. Right? People know your history. So, when people say, oh, go back to your country, we all should go back, right? But we're here. People come here to this country to make something better. And stop saying, oh, these Mexicans or these people are taking away our jobs. They're not taking away our jobs. People just don't want to work. People don't want to work in a farm. You know, if you got someone doing construction and other workers are Mexican, don't blame the Mexicans for working. That's the owner. Why does the owner choose to hire Mexicans or hire people who are here illegally? Because it's called cheap labor. It's called cheap labor. So the same way that you buy yourself, that you buy your shirt, that you buy your jacket, like this jacket. This is a work jacket. Or this shirt. Yesterday I was in Walmart and I saw shirts made in Bangladesh, made in Cambodia for the same company, made in Haiti. All right. Why are those apparels? Why are those things made here in the United States of America? Why? Because it's hard. Because it's so expensive to own a business in the United States of America, especially when it comes to those apparel things. So they prefer buying it from Cambodia, making it in Cambodia. They prefer getting it from Haiti because the labor there is cheap. They got cheap labor. They don't make $1 an hour. They make less than that. So for them, it's cheap. And then they sell it to you, and to bring it in this country is even cheaper. It doesn't cost them much to bring in freight in. It doesn't. You know? But it is what it is. And a lot of people don't, a lot of these big companies don't work in the United States because the labor is too expensive. You know, you have to pay, in construction, you have to pay someone $20, $25, $30 an hour. While you can pay someone doing the same thing, $10 an hour, $15 an hour. That's the way, that's called business. They want to reduce the cost of labor so they can make more money. More money. So don't blame the president. Don't blame this. Blame your congressman. All right? And get a life, people. Go out there, mingle, enjoy life. Do what you want to do. Get the job that you want to get. Work your worth, bro. All right? Work your worth. That's what I say. If you're happy in your job, amen. All right? If you're not happy in your job, walk out. But make sure you have your bills paid first. And everything's in order. You can afford to walk out and still be without work 2 or 3 months or 4 months. Because getting the job that you want is kind of pretty hard. You don't want to get caught out there. You know? So do what you got to do and forget about these political affiliations. Just do you, do your family, work for you, work for your family. And like I said, these people out there in top, they don't care 2 shits about us. They really don't. Only every 4 years do they say, oh, they send you emails, they send you this. But before that, they don't do it. Do they go to your house and say, you know what? What is it that you want? What is it that you need? They don't do that. It doesn't benefit them. Remember when Hillary Clinton went to the projects in New York and stayed there overnight? What the fuck are you gonna do overnight? Nothing. Stay there for a year. I dare any of these Republicans, only Democrats, to stay in the project or to stay in a low-income house area. And let them stay for a whole entire year, incognito, like they do undercover boss. So they can see how people really live that has no education, that can't get a decent job because they have no health insurance, or they have no babysitter. Babysitter's expensive. Right? In the state of New York, you can get vouchers for babysitting, but not every place take vouchers, and every place that do take vouchers is not in the best neighborhood. But you're paying for these services. So you have all these congressmen and congresswomen stay in all these places for a year, incognito, and have them live and to have them see how the people live. So you can see the poverty that goes on. You can see the struggle that most Americans go through. working 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. Think about that. When was the last time your congressman went to your house and said, "Do you need a loaf of bread?" Or it's called you and said, "Oh, do you need this, do you need that?" Yes, I understand. There's a lot of people. But you can go to the community and say, "Let me go to this community. Let me see how they're doing." Those who voted for you. When have you seen a congressman or congresswoman do that? Stay a day in your community. See what you want. See what you need. Your community is only so big, right? Even if you're the congressman of the state of New York, which is a big state, you go county to county. What you guys doing? You write things down. What you want, blah, blah, blah. And and you say, well, okay, this is doable. Or this is not so doable. This is doable. But at least you hear the people, and the people feel comfortable with you. That's why people don't talk to cops, because they feel that cops are snitches or cops are going to help you out, because they don't have the comfortability, the comfortness to be with that officer. Officers are supposed to be with the community. You're supposed to be community-based. Talk to the people of the community so you can get their trust. And you have people talk. And people say, you know what, this person did this, and that's not snitching. Because you want to better your community. You want good people in your community. You want people who's going to be hardworking, even if you're not hardworking.